Alright, what's happening, gang? We're gonna be starting another series. I know like every time I make a video, it's a new series, but that's just how I do it, okay? We're gonna be calling this Battle of the Beers. I'm gonna be taking two beers that are alike, putting them up against each other in a really intense challenge, a series of challenges actually. I'm gonna be judging them with great prejudice. Eventually we're gonna come out with a beer that is top of the line, all right? And I know you're probably, 16, 17 years old on YouTube looking up what's the best light beer to buy for your friend's fire this weekend or whatever, and you gotta give your cousin Ronnie $50 to go buy a case of beer and whatnot, because he's 21 and you're not. But I don't condone any of that, don't do any of that, okay? We got Coors Light and Bud Light. First thing I'm gonna judge on these things is just the cans. Pretty standard silver. They got, it's probably been like 10 years now since they put on, the mountains will turn blue when they're cold. Really, a lot of technology in this can right here. I did extensive research on these both, and the reason they did that actually is because a lot of Coors drinkers, they're chronic masturbators, and they get carpal tunnel. And with carpal tunnel, your hands will go numb, out of nowhere, your hands will go numb, you can't feel stuff. So that's why they put that on there. So, if you like Coors Light, you don't even have to feel it to know that it's cold. You just look at the mountain, you see it's blue, you can drink it. Instead of, guessing and opening it up and you're drinking a warm beer and you look like an idiot. So that's why they do that if you didn't know. The can, it's pretty standard. It's got mountains on it, big logo. For some reason it's a little bit taller, it's still 12 ounces, tall, skinny, whatever. Out of 10, I'd probably give this like a 7.5. The only reason it's going that high is because it's got the blue, and so I got carpal tunnel. Bud Light, it's blue. It says Bud Light on it, twice. Bud Light. This thing is actually really boring. I think they like to keep it simple for people that are really simple, and they don't want too much stuff going on. I know they got that Anheuser-Busch, logo up there, and it kind of pops, but it's kind of faded away. If you're colorblind, you might not see it because it's that shade of blue. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. I'd probably give this like a 5.5, honestly. We'll see what they look like in a glass, eh? Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie, they look exactly the same. Maybe Coors might be a little darker, but that could be the light. Looks like there's more carbonation going on in the Bud Light, but all right, it's not bad. We'll do a little palate cleanse. Nice, it tastes like candy. Try some of the Bud Light. That one has kind of a weird aftertaste. This tastes like water. That tastes like if LaCroix made a beer. It's like you taste beer, but it's like, it's not right. You know what I mean? I was actually gonna rate these on the colors, what they look like in a glass. I'll give them both. I think I'll give them both like an 8.5. I mean, I like the gold color. In terms of taste, probably give that a 7 out of 10. Give that one a 5. I'm not sure if maybe if you get into like an IPA, you might go less than 5. We better finish these and move on to some more testing. So I finished the Bud Light, and let me tell you, that thing went sour like faster than any relationship I've ever had, and that's pretty quick. It's a fine beer if you're like 6 years old and you don't have an option. But I'm trying to give it a fair shake here. I don't know what it is about this beer. Something about it just like screams, I'm bald or balding. I used to be in the Navy. I drive a police interceptor, retired police interceptor. And occasionally I hit my wife if she gets out of line, you know? That's just, yeah. I mean, there's two different schools here. It's like pre-Navy, post-Navy, you know? There's really nothing else there is, you know? I don't know. That's what these things are all about, it seems like. Yeah, I suppose we better move on to another test. All right, so I guess our next test is gonna be like renegade ability. We wanna know, which one's more smooth, basically, you know? Which one's gonna make me burp to death? Which one is gonna fuck me up, all right? You wanna drink a lot of beers, okay? Without all the drawbacks of drinking that many beers. Give it a shot. See which one comes out on top here. Made a nice sound. Can crinkled though, so it's kind of, you know, you don't want to get your stash caught in it. You don't want to get cut up or anything. Holy fuck, that's cold. They weren't kidding. It's pretty blue. Wow. It's springtime here and it's like 48 degrees. It's kind of cold. I feel like during the summer that would have been better. But yeah, it was pretty smooth. I don't even feel the need to burp yet. We'll probably give that an 8.5. Really smooth going down, except for how cold it was, but that's all right. Now we'll go ahead and try out the Bud Light here. I want that right there. Looks good. Ooh, okay. Another good sound. I like that. You can see it foaming up too. Don't know. Holy shit, these beers are cold. Had them on the top shelf of the fridge. All right, that's kind of what I expected from both beers. Yeah, that one seems like there's more carbonation in the Bud Light. We'll get that an 8. It was pretty smooth. You know, I'm still kind of disappointed. You know, Bud Light used to be my go-to beer before I grew up. Gotta grow up eventually, move on. Just an X Factor test here. We got some koozies. This could really change the dynamic of what comes out of this, you know, which one's better, which one wins, you know, and depending on your circumstances, which one you want to choose, you know, because that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to, you know, point you to the right direction. Koozies, you know, summertime, barbecue, chilling out on the pontoon, right? So the Coors, you know, yeah, it goes in there. It works, you know. There's a bit of beer can exposed there. Shit. Look at me go. Woo, yeah. I'm out at a barbecue. Sweet, perfect, works fine. Bud Light. Yeah, obviously. That's what the thing is built for. Sweet. Looks good, right? It works fine in there. If you got the standard foam koozie. But if you If you want to get really fancy and also want some kind of self-defense weapon, you got a Yeti. Coors Light. You can't put the fucker on there, okay? And even if you have like a knockoff version of this, I mean, it ain't gonna fit, okay? I like the Yeti, okay? I like to use it. It's dangerous because of the weight of it. You can't even tell how much beer you have, so you just keep, you keep going, and then all of a sudden your beer's empty. Coors Light, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why they went with slightly taller, skinnier cans. I mean, you can see the comparison there. Okay, thanks. I mean, what the fuck, really? You get the standard 12-ounce can. And it goes right in there. It does what it's supposed to do, When it comes to the X factor, Bud Light takes it. Even after the X factor, I think Coors Light is still on top here. A lot of people don't even use koozies. A lot of people, whatever. It is what it is. Coors Light, you beat up Bud Light, okay? And that's, I don't know what the sales are, but I'm sure a lot of people buy Bud Light. I'll probably pawn this Bud Light off to somebody, or if I get really desperate, maybe I'll drink some Bud Lights, They're not bad beers, but, I mean, there isn't really such a thing. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I learned a lot, researching the beers. And, everybody has that beer that they always buy, but nobody ever, takes two of them head to head, see which one they actually like better, I'm trying to put my input out there and give everybody an idea of, point them in the right direction, obviously. Let me know how you liked it. What beers you want me to do next. I want them to be similar. I'm not going to take a Bud Heavy versus Mick Ultra or something like that, Two different classes, right? Even if only one other person watches this video, I guess I'm just going to have to find beers for myself to fucking compare, okay? We're going to crown the best beer, okay? And I want you to be a part of that.